There will come a moment in your life when you stand at a crossroads with nothing but the sound of your own heartbeat echoing in your ears, a moment where the world around you grows silent, and the only voice that matters is the one inside. Not your parents, not your friends, not the critics, not the doubters. Only you, only the fire within you whispering, "You were not born to settle. You were born to build." Every empire that has ever risen from the dust of obscurity, every name etched into the annals of history, started with a mind ablaze with belief. Thomas Edison sat alone in a cluttered workshop, vision flickering in the dim light of doubt. Walt Disney stood broke on the streets of Kansas City, clutching drawings no one wanted. Abraham Lincoln lost more elections than he won, until destiny had no choice but to bow to his persistence. They were told to quit. They were mocked. They were dismissed. But they understood a secret. One eternal truth: success is never given. It is forged. It begins, as it always has, in the unseen realms of thought. Mindset is the birthplace of your reality. Before Ford built the automobile, he built it 1,000 times inside his mind. Before Martin Luther King Jr. stood before millions, he stood alone in silent prayer, seeing the mountaintop before he ever reached it. Mindset is not simply thinking positive thoughts. It is the ability to see opportunity where others see despair. It is choosing victory when the world offers you excuses. It is the refusal, the outright rebellion against mediocrity. You must build a mind so strong that it becomes impenetrable. A mind like a fortress, high and invincible. Because the storms will come. The winds of doubt will howl. But if your foundation is built on iron belief, you will not bend. You will not break. Belief is the soil from which destiny grows. Understand this. The world is not waiting to hand you your dream. It is waiting to see if you are serious about it. The minute you believe, truly believe, that what you seek is already yours, you shift the universe itself in your favor. Doors that were once locked begin to open. People who once doubted you step aside. Opportunities reveal themselves like hidden stars on a clear night. But belief without clarity is a ship without a compass. Clarity sharpens the sword of ambition. You must know, with absolute certainty, what you are fighting for. Vague wishes build vague lives. Specific visions move mountains. When Michelangelo sculpted David, he said he simply chipped away everything that wasn't him. You must do the same. Chisel away the noise, the distractions, the doubt, until only the vision remains. Write it down. Speak it aloud. See it every morning when you open your eyes. Feel it every night when you close them. Hold it so tightly that not even fear can tear it from your grasp. Because vision without purpose is a race with no finish line. Purpose is the engine of endurance. When you are driven by something deeper than money, deeper than fame, you tap into an energy source that never runs dry. Purpose makes the impossible possible. It turns pain into fuel, failure into a stepping stone, obstacles into mere shadows on the path. Think of Harriet Tubman, who led hundreds to freedom under the threat of death. She didn't have wealth. She didn't have weapons. She had purpose. And that was enough to change the course of history. Purpose gives you a reason to rise when everything inside you screams to stay down. Purpose gives you power that no man, no defeat, no tragedy can steal. But purpose alone is not enough. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. Discipline is showing up when no one is watching. It's doing the work when the applause has died down. It's saying yes to the pain and no to the easy way out. The world belongs not to the talented, but to the disciplined, to those who grind while others gossip, to those who build while others break, to those who master the art of consistency. Every page you read, every step you run, every decision you make in silence when no one is around to clap for you, that is where champions are made. And discipline, when fed daily, transforms into unstoppable action.
Action is the spark that ignites destiny. It doesn't matter how brilliant your ideas are, if they live and die inside your mind. Action breathes life into dreams. Action turns wishes into legacies. The first brick laid, the first call made, the first rejection faced with a smile and a vow to come back stronger. This is how the empire is built. You don't have to know the entire path. You don't have to see the whole staircase. You just have to take the next step. And when you do, life reveals the next, and the next. Until one day you look back and realize the mountain you once feared has become the ground beneath your feet. And as you climb, gratitude becomes your secret weapon. Gratitude turns scarcity into abundance. It transforms obstacles into opportunities. It's easy to be grateful when life is easy, but true gratitude is born in struggle. Be thankful for the failures. They are your greatest teachers. Be thankful for the heartbreaks. They carve out space for something greater. Be thankful for every challenge, for they chisel you into someone who cannot be broken. Gratitude turns every setback into a setup for a greater comeback. Yet even gratitude must bend to the winds of change. Adaptability is the mark of all great warriors. The Roman legions conquered half the known world not because they were the strongest, but because they were the most adaptable. They shifted, they learned, they evolved. The river does not fight the rocks. It bends around them and carves canyons. In a world that is always changing, rigidity is death. Adapt, adjust, advance. And when life tests you, as it surely will, resilience becomes your armor. Resilience is the quiet voice that says, "I will rise again." It is the soul's refusal to be defeated by circumstances. Remember the phoenix. It is not admired because it never falls. It is revered because it rises again and again from its own ashes. You are no different. You were born to rise. You were born to endure. You were born to triumph. And at every stage, never stop learning. The greatest leaders are forever students. Carnegie, Rockefeller, Jobs. They remained hungry, humble, relentless seekers of knowledge. Read voraciously. Listen deeply. Study those who have walked the path before you. Knowledge sharpens the sword. Wisdom tells you when to swing. Stay a student, and you will stay undefeated. And so here you stand at the threshold of your own greatness. You are not a victim. You are not a bystander. You are the architect, the designer, the builder of your own destiny. You are a mind capable of shaping reality. You are a soul strong enough to forge fortune from failure. You are a force powerful enough to leave your fingerprints on eternity. But none of it happens by chance. It happens by choice. Choose clarity over chaos, purpose over comfort, discipline over distraction, action over hesitation, gratitude over bitterness, resilience over surrender, learning over arrogance, and above all, choose belief over fear, because the world does not belong to those who merely wish. It belongs to those who decide. Decide now. Decide today. Decide that you will no longer live on the sidelines of your own life. You were not born to watch the story. You were born to write it, to live it, to own it. So rise, building believe, because you are and always have been the architect of your destiny.